Hi everyone, my name is Kate Keezy. Welcome to my channel. If you're an entrepreneur, high achiever, or soul leader on a mission, but you feel stuck, burned out, and not fulfilled with what you're doing and struggling scaling your business or manifesting the life that you desire, this video is for you. In this video today, I'm going to share with you a simple blueprint of how to activate your quantum potential and how to scale your business with ease and build success effortlessly by doing what you love. But before we dive in, I would like to gift you something special. I would like to gift you my Quantum DNA Activation Guide. This is an entrepreneur's guide to the next level success, abundance, and fulfillment. So just see the description. In the description below, you will have the link to download it and start your transformation today. Now, how many of you ever felt like you're doing all the right things? You're working very hard, you're continuously up-leveling your skills, you're learning new strategies, but it's not working. You're not scaling fast enough, you are burned out, you're very tired, and you do not get success that you want or the desired reality that you want. What if I told you that the reason for this is not the new strategies, is not outside of you, is not getting enough knowledge, but it is within you. It is within your DNA. And by activating the quantum part of your DNA, by uplifting your energetic blueprint, you could shift your reality and you could start creating finally and manifesting the success that you wanted for so long, for so many years. Because the truth is that most of us carry up to 7 generations of limited beliefs, patterns, experiences that our ancestors lived and passed down to us with the DNA. So we were born already conditioned. We were born already with experiences that do not belong to us, that we cannot control, but we receive them as a backpack from our parents and from our ancestors. And the reason that we do not manifest the realities that we want and we do not build the success that we want, we don't attract the abundance that we want, is because our perception about the reality and about the world is conditioned by these limiting beliefs, by these experiences, and by this perception, right, that is defined by the memories. I call them cellular memories that are encoded in our body and in our subconscious mind and in our DNA. But the good news is that we can release them. They are not ours. We do not have to carry them with us all this time, and we can break free from them. And we can start seeing the world from a different perspective. We can get the clarity on what we want, how we want it, and how to get there. We could get ideas, opportunities, people in our life. We could attract people in our life and opportunities that bring us there, right? Now, how do we do that? So today in this video, I'm going to show you a simple 4-step formula that I developed and I practiced with thousands of clients, and that works, that truly works, and that will change your life forever. Are you ready? Let's put in the comments and let me know, what is it that you want to release? What is it that you feel like you've been carrying for too long? What is it that was preventing you for many years from fulfilling your purpose, from building your success effortlessly, and most importantly, from expressing your true value, from expressing your true potential? What is it that you would like to release and that you're already aware of? Because thing is that since we are so conditioned, right, from the very beginning, and we are carrying already this backpack of things and this limiting belief, as I said, we do not see many things of how to create more money, how to create more wealth, or how to serve from the most value perspective or from transformational perspective, right? Because we see it like we are wearing the glasses that conditioning the way we see the world, right? So once we start releasing those generational experiences and memories, cellular memories, we start actually chemically changing our DNA, right? And we start changing how we feel, our frequency goes up. And that's when exactly when our reality starts to change, because we see the world from a different perspective, right? From within the different type of glasses that allows us to see the opportunities that we haven't seen before, allows us to communicate in a different way, to attract people that would help us to build our network quicker, right? And to get the ideas that would bring us to the desired success, right? To the success and next level success that we want. The very first step of this formula is actually very easy. Is it is awareness, right? Very often, what happens is that because we are so conditioned and we are looking through the glasses of conditioning and limiting beliefs that we are carrying within us and within our DNA, we just simply are not aware of what is out there, right? We're not aware of what is it exactly blocking us from reaching the next level, right? So we are trying very hard, we are working very hard, but we do not get the success we want. And to be honest, there are many people that work very hard. There are lots of hard workers in this world. But if the success and the money and the wealth would come because you work too much, too hard, then all the hard workers out there would be millionaires. But they are not. There is a reason for that. This is because they are perceiving the world in a different way. And because they're perceiving the way from the limitation point of view, they are acting or reacting better to the things that are happening in their life from absolutely different state or from a different frequency. Why? Because they're not aware very often of what's keeping them stuck. What are those limiting beliefs? Because sometimes we know the limiting belief and sometimes don't, right? So the very first step is to become aware of what is it that is holding you back. And that's where the guide, my free gift for you in the description, in the link below, will help you, because it will help you to identify what are those blocks and how you can reach the next level of your success and how you can increase your frequency, what you need to do in order to get there faster. So if you haven't already, click on the link below and download this very simple and short but very transformational guide to become aware. So once we become aware what is holding us back, there is another step that comes right in our formula and in our action map, which is release. So once we become aware of what is holding us back, what do we need to do? We need to release it. We need to let go of it. And what I found is the most effective is actually this quantum DNA activation method that I've developed and I've discovered through my 20-year experience of working with spirituality, with all the different reading thousands of books and working with hundreds of clients, that the easiest way to release is actually working with quantum energy, where our physical mind is not present, right? This is quantum field. It's a silence field where our physical mind is off and our creative mind steps in, starts to be very active. And that's actually what connects us, right, to our true potential and our true self. So that's something to discover. I'm going to discuss it in the next videos in my channel. But that's the easiest and the fastest to is all this conditioning, right? Generations of conditioning, right? And the good news is that when you release it for you, you release it for the past generations and you release it for the present, for the future generations as well. So once you release it, what happens? What is the third tab of that formula? That you get clarity, okay? You get clarity. So it means that it's like a whale that you used to have in front of your eyes, right? And it drops. In the moment you release the conditioning, it drops and you start to see the world with a different perspective, with a different glasses, right? With a different eyes. And that's when you start realizing that you were not expressing yourself to the fullest. You were not free to express who you truly are, what is your passion. You were not courageous enough to take steps towards your passion and towards your purpose and towards your mission because you were too scared, because the fears of that it's part of your conditioning were holding you back from expressing that. And most importantly, you get clarity on what you want, what you actually want to do in this life and what you want to experience, right? And how you want to express yourself. So that's the amazing gift that I love experiencing with my clients, because it's like they change, right? It's not only shift in frequency, but it's also shift in identity. So it's a completely different person that changes from one moment to another moment. You could see immediately the first change that then afterwards grows and progresses. But it's like they are waking up finally from the dream of conditioning and start understanding what is it exactly that they want to do. And very often, of course, they change, right? They were doing something that was not for them. So they start changing and they start expressing themselves and being courageous enough maybe to start their own business or to go into completely different direction of their career. For example, one of my clients, Natasha, she was working for years in a corporate, right? And she was very good. But then after we went through the process of awareness and release, she understood that this is not for her, right? And she would want to go and enroll into the police, working with completely different environment. And she started her own business on hypnotherapy, being a hypnotherapist and coaching and stuff like this. And it's been amazing ever since for her, right? So that's what happens, right? That's what you experience when this veil drops and you start being yourself, right? The fourth step of this beautiful formula is embody. We embody next level self, where our potential is to the fullest, right? When we are expressing ourselves from the highest timeline, right? We shift dimensions, we shift the frequency, and we finally feel different. We finally feel ourselves, our true selves, and we set the right boundaries. We detach from the results, we detach from the outcomes, we focus on serving, we focus on adding value, we focus on changing the world. That's why I'm talking about quantum DNA activation. You activate the part of your DNA that's been dormant for a long time, for centuries sometimes, or for decades, and now you're finally free, you're finally breathing, you're finally feeling and activating these gifts, and you want to share them with the world, right? You have this absolutely burning desire to share them with the world, and you start doing it. You feel courage, you feel courageous, you feel self-confident, with lots of clarity, with lots of self-worth and self-belief. You're getting out there and you're sharing your gifts with the world, right? And you're building the business and the career of your life, of your dreams, while you build your success by doing what you love, right? That's the most amazing result, right? That's when you don't really need to focus on the results anymore, because you're enjoying the process, you're enjoying the journey, and you're building something super valuable. You're building your legacy, you're helping people, and you are transforming this world, right? You're making this world a better place, right? So that's the most important part of the, right? If you feel like this resonates, if you feel like this is something that awakens a new chapter of your life, a new understanding, new ideas, new dreams, something that bring you to the next level, right? You see the clarity of getting the transformation to your quantum self, your higher self, your future self, no matter what you call it, to just be free to express itself, right? And with expression of itself, new ideas and meeting new people and networking and executing those ideas, taking action. Because in the embody, in the step number 4, that's when we actually aligned action with our purpose, with our mission, with what we want to create in this world, right? We are inspired, we are striving, and we really help other people, right? We are doing it from the service perspective. So if you're ready, if you feel ready to take the next step and to not only understand what's been holding you back so you can get to the next level, but to activate your truest potential, to activate your quantum success blueprint, which is energetic blueprint that you always hold, you hold within yourself, but you don't use it, right? So it's not activated, it's dormant. So if you're ready to unleash it and to activate it, then you will have a link below in the description to schedule a quantum shift call with me. Absolutely complimentary. And this call is life-changing. It's call where not only we're going to discuss what holds you back from the next level in your business and your life, in your relationships, in anything that you want to achieve, but also how to release it. And we will build the map, the quantum success maps that you need to follow in order to get there, right? So if you feel called, click on the link below and book this call. Because you know what? The truth is that many people walk through this life without even having access to this knowledge. This is not taught in school, right? And this is a knowledge that not everyone has access to. And this is part of my mission. That's why it's changed my life many years ago when I hit burnout at the age of 27, 28. I was making about $500,000 in annual revenues in my business, but I was constantly nervous about how I'm going to scale, how I'm going to keep it up. If industry changes, what if I'm not strong enough? What if I don't have enough energy to keep it up? And that's what happened. That's what I interacted, right? I went into burnout and I couldn't keep it up, couldn't maintain it. And that's when I started looking within. This when everything changed. I started working with quantum energy and I started changing myself from within, changing my frequency, changing my energy, changing my perception, ideas. And that's when my life changed. I've healed 18 years, almost 18 years allergies that I had. I've healed my eyesight. My left eye was not seen for many years. I've healed that and I helped lots of people because it became my mission to share this knowledge with other people and to help as many people as possible to actually create their own reality, because we are the creators. We are quantum creators. We just do not have the knowledge of how to do it, right? And that's why this channel is also part of this big mission. So if you feel called to embark on this journey with me, subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more videos on quantum success and on how to manifest and create your desired reality in an effortless way and in a way that you could work if you want to. You are absolutely financially free. You choose to work, but you don't have to. And at the same time, you are absolutely fulfilled. You're expressing your biggest mission. You're expressing your true potential. And this potential is just growing as much as your service grows, right? It grows with the value that you provide to others. So that's an absolute dream of a life where you are absolutely fulfilled and enjoy every second of it. Thank you so much for being here. It's been a pleasure to share this quantum success. Commit to taking action, because I promise you that if you put this blueprint in place, if you take action on it now, if you start seeing or observing what are those limiting beliefs that are holding you back, and you can observe them because they are defining your thoughts, right? When they're defining your thoughts, you can touch them and you can become aware. And once you are able to become aware, make sure you find a way to release it. In silent, one is the quickest way. And then with clarity, take them action towards building the next level of success. Hit the subscribe button, follow me for more. And thank you so much for being here and for being a part of this journey. Love you all.